In a village in northern India, Mira lived with her children, Anayaya and Kabir. At 36, sorrow marked her face, and her eyes had forgotten how to dream. 10 years ago, during a storm, her husband Rehav left after a dispute over debts. He never returned, and no one knew whether he fled or ended his life. Mira was left to pick up the pieces alone. Since then, Mira was both mother and father. Every morning, before dawn, she worked as a maid in others' homes. Her hands were calloused, and her back ached. The little money she earned barely covered rice and lentils. Milk was a luxury. Anaya and Kabir never complained, but Mira saw their silent hunger. At night, after the children slept, Mira stared at the cracks in her home, asking, "Why me?" Her tears fell unnoticed. The women in the village whispered that luck never followed her, and she began to believe them. Some nights, she hated her life, not for herself, but for what her children lacked. One day, Anayaya came home crying. "Ma, the girls laughed at my torn clothes. They said I looked like a beggar." Mira hugged her and said, "You're a queen in my eyes. Clothes don't define your worth." But inside, her heart broke. Later, Kabir gave her a drawing, a stick figure family under the sun, with a smiling woman at the center. "My superhero, Ma," he wrote. Mira realized her children loved her, not the clothes. Something changed in her. The next morning, Mira woke with determination. No more tears, she vowed. She worked harder mending clothes, stitching blouses, and learning embroidery at night. With her first savings, she bought Anaya a new dress and gave Kabir a sketchbook. Their joy was priceless. One day, while collecting payment, Mira met Mrs. Duza, who spoke of a women's business initiative. Mira hesitated. "What can I do?" she asked. "Nurture, create, cook," Mrs. Duza replied. "Why not start with your pickles?" Mira nervously laughed. "Who would buy my pickles?" "Let the world decide," she replied. Mira began bottling mango and chili pickles. The first jar sold quickly, and people loved it. Week by week, her business grew. Her income increased, allowing her to fix the roof and buy notebooks. Her home, once quiet, was now filled with laughter. Mira no longer hated her life. She lived it with grace, grit, and love. Life doesn't always go as planned, but in those moments,